Hello, my friends. I hope you're well. Just a simple reminder today that every single time you get triggered by someone, you are being invited to examine what you're still believing about yourself that may not be true. You are being asked to take a closer look at yourself. You know, when they say truth hurts, truth doesn't hurt spirit, it hurts ego. Now, when someone says something, what they say to you to trigger you may not be true. I want to be very clear. That's just part of the illusory world. What they're saying to you may not be true. But if they still manage to get a reaction from you and you get all bent out of shape, there is a message concealed in what they shared that wasn't true, that is true. Okay, you got it? So someone can share this and that's not true, but there's this underlying current, right? An energy that's catalyzing unresolved trauma within you, i.e. your trigger, to get you to take a closer look at what you're still believing about yourself that isn't true. You got it? So if, for instance, I do a video, and by the way, I would never judge anyone because we've all been through a lot in our lives, right? So I don't judge people. And I've had to overcome my own judgment by facing my own shadow. And when you face your own shadow, you become unified from within. So you don't see anyone as separate from you. But that doesn't mean that you can't have fun anymore. You can still have humor. If I do a video with a little humor, right, and I throw in a little humor, and you get triggered and you jump to your own defense, who are you defending? Are you defending your spirit? No. You're defending a false construct. You're defending an illusion that you're caught in. You're defending, in other words, your ego is defending your illusion that you're caught in. Because just because we purify our hearts doesn't mean that we can't be playful anymore, right? Spirit actually likes when we stir up the pot of drama and trauma, because if we keep sweeping all of our darkness under a rug, we're never going to heal as a humanity. So spirit already knows that everything that triggers you is a false construct being dismantled from within you, and then you're going to unify more and you're going to understand why it had to happen. Meaning that maybe the person was just being humorous and they loved you, and it was an opportunity for you to look at your triggers. I want this to be very clear. When you jump to your defense, you're not jumping to your defense. Who are you? Who are you? Right? No, you're jumping to the defense of a false ego construct. Spirit doesn't need you to defend it. Spirit likes when you get triggered. Because when you get triggered, it means you're still operating from separation, meaning you still hold judgment within yourself. So if you jump to your defense and try to prove something to that person, okay, so if I do a humorous video and you jump to your defense and try to prove something to me, you're still viewing me as separate from you because you still carry judgment. Meaning you're going to interpret what is being said based on what you've been through in your life. And a lot of that is going to be trauma. So once you understand what people are doing, especially when they're coming from a place of love, you're probably just going to laugh. I think the problem is we've become way too serious, especially in the spiritual community. People take themselves so seriously. We have to lighten up a little bit. Take everything with a grain of salt. Have more fun. You have to have more fun. Because again, just because you purify your heart doesn't mean that you can't be funny anymore. You still have to have fun. So if something triggers you, whose is it? Is it mine or is it yours? I'm just using me as an example. It doesn't matter. It's yours. If it triggers you, it's yours. So are you defending your spirit? No. Your spirit doesn't need you to defend it. It needs you to heal yourself so that you can unify yourself. When we start to move into higher dimensions, there's no judgment. What does that tell you? It tells you that every trigger you're believing is part of an illusion. Because once you get rid of that trigger, meaning once you heal your trauma, you'll see that everything you were believing wasn't true. I know this isn't the easiest thing to understand, but I love you guys so much. Your triggers are inviting you deeper within yourself. Okay? If someone says something, you can't control that person. They're choosing to express that way. It's a mood. They're in a mood. Let them express themselves. If it bothers you, if it gets under your skin, whose is it? It's yours. Okay? Because if you still view that person as separate from you, you're going to try to prove to them that they're wrong. That means you're caught in an illusion of separation. They are you. They are you. They are an aspect of you. So who are you trying to prove something to? An aspect that's separate from you? No, that means you're caught in the illusion. Maybe that person's just having fun. You know, maybe they're doing it on purpose to get you to look at your shadow, because they are spirit and they understand that if your ego flares up, that's not true. But if it flares up, it is true that you need to heal yourself. Meaning what they said may not be true, but it is true that you need to heal yourself. You see what I mean? The messages are always in the sub-realities. So I could say something to you that isn't true, but if you get triggered, it is true that there is something that needs to be healed. So that's why jumping to your own defense is not productive, because you're prolonging your healing process, or you're postponing your healing process. It's all an illusion. Everything that you perceive as separate from you is an illusion. It's all an illusion. So every trigger is a gift from the universe. The spirit likes it. Spirit likes when you get triggered. Okay? Sit with that for a minute. Spirit likes when you get triggered. Why? Because it's an opportunity to go into yourself and to heal yourself, to address your traumas. If you jump to your defense, are you healing your traumas? No, you're stuffing them down. But anyways, I just think we've gotten way too serious. We need to lighten up. Have fun a little more. Have fun. You don't always need to try to prove a point. You need to start seeing everyone in the world as expressing freely. They're just having fun. They're having a moment. Let them have their moment. You don't like it? Go within yourself. Ask yourself why you don't like it. Why are you trying to control them? They're just being free. That's all they're doing. I love you. Everything is just a now moment. We get triggered because we're caught up in a story that isn't part of the now. Everything is part of a now moment. Moments come and then they go. What we do is, because we're so traumatized and so unhealed, is we string everything together and we create a story based on what happened in the past. That's not the now moment. The now moment is boop, 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 boop. It's here and it's gone. Okay? So every time you get triggered, you're defending a past. You're defending a past. If you were present, there's nothing to defend. If you were present, the past would emerge through you to be healed, and you would give thanks to that now moment. So when you basically jump to your defense, you're still living in the past, and you're trying to control your life. You're trying to control the people around you. It's all an illusion. You're still seeing everything as separate from you. In the now, everything is one. Everything is one. You're not carrying your past into this now. Okay? I love you guys. Hello, my